What's up, YouTube? Fantasy Sports Daily back at it with yet another video. This is week 7 of my fantasy baseball recap, and as you can tell, it's a little bit of a late recap. I'm doing this at the end of week 8, and week 8 looks like I'm about to get the win as well. My opponent does have 4 pitchers, but I have 2 pitchers myself, and hopefully he doesn't get like 100 points today, I get 2, and I should win week 8. But it's a little bit of a late recap, so let's get this done. Let's get this done and over with. I didn't have a chance to record. Been a little bit busy of late, but now I have a chance, so let's record this video and let's do this thing. Anyhow, William Contreras has been one of the best players in baseball. If not, I think maybe like a top 5 player in baseball. He's been the best player on my team. That's for sure. He was a great draft pick for where he went in the draft. He was an amazing draft pick. And yeah, he's been one of the better players in baseball. I think only Betts and Ohtani may beat him out, but he's been amazing. Pete Alonso has sort of caught a little fire since his 1 for 30 slump. But I'm really disappointed with his strikeout rate. And he does have 10 homers on the season, but that 230 average needs to go up because he needs to hit more singles. And like in 2022, that's what I was kind of expecting of Alonso, but the strikeout rate is a little bit worrying, but he is getting more hits, which is good. Bryson Stott is hot. He is so hot. He is on such a tear that he is the second best second baseman in fantasy baseball. Only behind Marcus Semien. And I guess if you can count Mookie Betts. But I think they count him as a outfield. They might count him as an outfielder or shortstop. I don't know what they count Mookie Betts as, but Bryson Stott is on fire. He had a 600 OPS, and that was kind of painful to watch at the beginning of the season. But as of late, he's been on a tear. Let me just show you the log from Bryson Stott. He only has he only has a negative score in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games. One negative score in 13 games. He has an 8, a 3, a 4, a negative 1, 4, 5, 9, 9, 9. 3 times. That's Illuminati confirmed. 5, 3, 7, 2, 6. And then he hasn't played the game versus Washington yet. But he has been on some sort of a tear. And he has been amazing. He has been one of my players of the week for sure. Bregman has caught a little fire. He had 3 home runs in 2 games. He sort of has slowed down. He went 1 for 4 with the strikeout, and the fantasy numbers are just not there for Bregman. It looks like this season to begin the season. Hopefully that changes. Abrams has been also slowing down. He started the year like hitting over 300. Now he's hitting like 270. His batting average dropped like almost like 30 points. But he's still my best option for shortstop right now because Bo Bichette has been struggling, even though Bo Bichette might be turning it around, but he has gone 0 for 7 since his 5 and 6 point games. Kyle Schwarber has been doing his thing, striking out at an amazing rate and hitting homers. I guess he hasn't hit too many homers since as of late, but let's see. The last time he hit a homer was May 6th, and it is May 19th, so maybe not. But he's been getting some points here and there, but he has been striking out a lot, which I am not a huge fan of the strikeout. But if he can hit 40+ homers, then I'll sacrifice the strikeout for the home run ball. Christian Yelich has been a little bit slow since returning from the IL, as I expected. He kind of has a problem with the strikeout, but honestly, he has these games that he gets 3 points, he gets -3, then he gets 3, and then he gets -2, and then he gets 2 back. He kind of evens himself out per game, and then he's kind of inconsistent to start the year, but he does have some back issues, and he has a 324 average still, so I guess that's good. I added Michael Harris to the team, but I'll talk about that in the Week 8 recap because this is for Sunday. Who else did I miss? And I think that's pretty much it. But William Contreras, Bryson Stott, and maybe Pete Alonso have been my best players so far in week 7. Not so far in week 7, just in week 7 because week 7 has passed. Castillo is tied for Nola for being my best pitcher. They have both been really solid. Castillo had like 5 games in a row, maybe 6 games in a row. Let me check the game log where he had double-digit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row where he had double-digit points. After the bad start from Castillo, he has been amazing. He kind of lost his streak of double-digit points in his outing against Baltimore. It was still not a terrible outing. He had 4 hits, 2 earned, 4 balls for based on balls, or which are 4 walks and 2 strikeouts, which is not the best outing, but it's not terrible either. Zach Gallen has improved his double-digit streak to 3 games after the game versus Detroit. He had 10 punch-outs, 3 earned runs, which I'm not happy about the earned runs that Gallen's given up. He is not as disgusting as he was in 2023. He's not as nasty, but he's still getting the job done, and he's still a pitcher that's filling in my rotation. He's the 23rd best pitcher in baseball. Justin Steele, ever since returning from the IL, he had 1 good start, and he's been blowing up since. He had a 5 2/3 his last outing versus Pittsburgh. 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 punch outs. The punch outs are looking good, but I don't know. The earned runs are not. He's given up 10 earned runs in 2 games, so that's not good. I thought he was gonna do that. He was gonna be after his game versus San Diego, where he returned from the IL. I thought he was gonna be amazing. It doesn't look like that's the case. Tanner Bybee has been very inconsistent this year. I'm kind of regretting drafting Tanner Bybee, but at the same token, I don't. He might catch fire later on the season, so it's just the beginning of the season. It's just mid-May. But it's the later months that count, like June, July, August. So let's see how Tanner Bybee does in the future is what I'm thinking. Jose Barrios, he has come down to earth a tiny bit, but he was the best pitcher in baseball the first month of the season. And then he had a couple blow-up starts once again in Kansas City, which, again, I guess I don't think it was his fault because of a rain delay. He went 5 innings. And then he had a bad outing versus Philly. He had a blow-up start. But against Kansas City and Baltimore, he got 12 points. The earned runs were kind of he got 2 earned runs. The hits and the walks were kind of an issue. But Jose Barrios should be fine, and he should be an amazing fantasy pitcher. And you shouldn't trade Jose Barrios because he's going to be amazing. Robert Suarez has been one of the better closers of the year so far. I think the only closer that's pretty much better than Robert Suarez has been Clay Holmes. But Robert Suarez has been amazing, and he's a keeper. Christian Javier has been amazing. Last outing he was amazing. Detroit, he was not amazing, which was the outing before. And then he had but the week before that, he had 17 points against Texas, 7 innings, 2 earned, 2 walks, 5 hits, 5 punch-outs, which is a pretty solid outing. And then he kind of didn't have a great outing versus Kansas City. But he's coming off the IL with a neck discomfort. He came off the IL with neck discomfort not too long ago, so I think that Christian Javier should return to form, and hopefully he does return to form because seeing him struggle mechanically in 2023 was kind of painful. But yeah, that's it. That's my fantasy baseball team for week 7, and we got the win. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. Like and subscribe for more fantasy content.